The Podium. The Podium showcases the beauty of this nation in a way to correct the ideas people have, ranging from arts and craft, culture and tourism, fashion, oil, agriculture, events, and many more. The Podium is a must-watch. It is entertaining, expository, informative, educating, and interactive. The Podium.
Redefining Africa and its beauties. Hello and welcome to The Podium. My name is Titi Lola Aboyadeko, but you can call me Queen Podium or Coach Tak, anyone that you prefer, that you're free to call me. Today is a very special day. We have someone very special, very important. Remember our slogan. Who knows our slogan? If you remember or you know what it is, type it on the screen and you might win something tonight. If you can't remember, on the count of 5, I'm going to tell you, because the person, this very special person that we have among us today, in fact, it's the meaning, the essence of our slogan. So I've given you expo there. So if you don't know it, go and check. We just said it now in the promo, in the jingle that you just listened to. We just said it now. The Podium. Something, something, something. Well, if you can't remember, maybe I should play it again so that you can pick something up. And if you can tell me who the guests are, you know the guests already. That one is on the flyer. So there's no need to even give you another expo. So tell me who what the slogan of Podium International is. If you know the slogan, honestly, you will win £20. And I'm going to count down. 5, 4, type now. Don't go and type on Thursday or Friday next week. Today is the 7th of December, 2023. And if you're not telling me now, it's 11 minutes past 8. If you don't know it now, and you come and type it on Friday or Saturday, you will not win any £20. So let me count again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 2. Are you sure? 1. Well, sorry you. The slogan of Podium International is showcasing Africa to the world. Showcasing Africa to the world. You know what I stand for. I love culture. I'm a cultural babe. I love my fatherland. In fact, I'm so happy. I'm so glad I'm very, very proud to be a Yoruba woman, because the Yoruba people are very rich in culture. But the person we have here today, yes, he's a Yoruba man, but he's not just showcasing the Yoruba culture. He's a culture ambassador. He's somebody who radiates culture. He's called Mr. Culture. Let me not say too much about him. Let me bring him up so that he can introduce himself, because the Yoruba people will say, so let us welcome my own very brother and friend, Mr. Ayan Doshu. Ayan, the first Mr. Culture. You're welcome, Mr. Culture.
Thank you very, very much for having me on this very, very important and rich, show, because the show you do is completely different from many other, shows that I've been part of, many other podcasts that I've been part of. So I give it to you. Thank you so much for having me. Yeah.
It's a honor to have you.
Yes,
My
thank
darling
you.
friend, I don't even want to, I didn't want to go on and on and on telling them about you, because there's no matter how much, I've known you for about 30 years.
Yes.
About 30.
About,
So,
yes. Running up to 20 years. Yes.
sorry?
I said running up to
About 29
30
years.
years. Yeah. about 28, 27 years now. Yeah,
27K. Kofo Bawalenu Eni. Kofo is going to be
that's right.
29.
Yeah.
Kofo is going to be 29. And I've known you
Wow,
before.
wow, wow.
So,
That's true.
so
That's true.
almost
That's true.
30 years.
We
Because
thank God.
I've known you like a
We thank
year
God.
before Kofo came along. So
That's right. So
I've
we
always
thank
known you to
God.
be always known you to be the same. You're a very consistent person. I've always known you
Thank you.
strong. I know, and I've always loved the way you showcase the cultural side of Africa, the way you represent. Please tell us about yourself. Let me not continue to talk about you when you're seated right
Okay. Like you've mentioned it to the viewers. So my name is Ayan the First, Mr. Culture. Um, People always particular about my what's your name, but I always tell them that the name Ayan, which spells Ayan, depicts family profession. is is a traditional and professional name when anybody is called Ayan. So that means that person has come from village of Yoruba talking drummers.
now.
However, so it's just like the same way like when you hear the name Ade or Oye. So obviously you know that that person has come from royal family
Mhm.
or maybe Ifa, Fa, Sheung, Fa, whatever, you know that that person has come from village of Ifa worshippers. So Anyon, Ayan, means like a drummer. So however, we normally add another name to it. Like it could be
Your own
Ayonike.
personal name.
My own Ayon that my daddy gave me is Anyewole. So that means a drummer has just arrived.
Arrived.
Anyewole has just arrived. Yes. So anyway, um, I was born to a family of musicians, talking drummers, dancers, singers, and this has originated from my great grandfather, so who was called Anyodi. So, and then that was passed on to my grandfather, and from my grandfather to my father. So, and from my
Mm.
dad to myself. And as you can witness, thank you so much for giving my children the opportunity to perform at one of your events back
Podium
in
magazine
20,
launch
yes, yes,
2008.
and late, yes. So I'm
10
trying my
years.
hardest, yeah, my best possible to pass it on to maybe one or two of my children as well. So anyway, so I was born to a family of drummers, and at the early stage of 5 years old,
Mm.
so I became an apprentice. So and then my dad gave me that kind of tiniest drum. So I was just like kind of banging it, like anyway. So but as I was growing up, so it kept changing the sizes of the drums, and so yeah. And when anytime I came back from school, when I was in primary school, to start with, you are talking to many viewers. You are watching a miracle child who couldn't start his education until the age of 9 in light of sicknesses, personal fainting, whatever. So, I couldn't start my education until I was 9 years old. So when people are talking of nursery, I just like, you know, put my face aside because I did not even experience anything about nursery school because I started primary school when I was 9 years old. Anyway,
Mm.
so anytime I came back from school, so when I go home, anytime I go home, my mom used to tell me that, oh, your dad and your uncles are performing social plays. So, and as soon as I put my school bag down, I will just, I used to go and meet my uncles and my dad. So, and then this became a dilemma when I finished my secondary school because I was a very, very, good science student. And my aspiration, my ambition was to become a pharmacist or a medical doctor. So,
Oh.
yeah, but in light of skills that I've been acquiring since I was 5 years old, so that has, become part of me. And I used to listen to Ebenezer Obey's albums, King Sunny Ade, late Barista's record, and accolades. So I used to say to myself that what they are talking drummers were playing, I can do the same. And
Mm.
it became apparent that I have to become a musician. Because when I finished my secondary school, I wanted to go to a university. Then I had a chat with my dad, and I told my dad that, oh, this is what I want to go and study. And my dad said no, that I should just forget about medicine and pharmacy, and I should just, carry on his grandfather's profession, which is music. Okay,
Mm.
so because we are very close and I've never disobeyed my dad. So and I said to him that was he sure that I should do that? And he said to me, yeah, you'll be highly blessed among your mates. And he gave
Mm.
me his drum, one drum.
Blessing.
He had, yeah, and he blessed me and he said to me, anytime you have this drum, you will never lack.
Amen.
Also, among your mates, yeah, you'll be on top. So we
Amen.
thank God. We thank God today.
So,
So
so
anyway,
it's been.
so
Oh, continue.
so that was
Continue.
so that was how I actually went to study. I mean, art and design course, and I went to University of OAU, Obafemi
Okay.
Awolowo University, African Studies. So just to like do something in line with music, so that that will be compatible because I find it so challenging to be being a musician and practicing. You understand, like on a medical line, that was a bit,
It won't happen.
you know,
It should
yeah,
happen,
yeah,
but
yeah. So I just, yeah. So I just like, okay, let me go and study um art and design because I draw and I paint and things like that, and also study, drama art and things like that. So, and then that was what I used to do. So, when I was in Nigeria, I have exhibited my artworks in many West African countries, namely Cote d'Ivoire, Togoland, Republic of Benin. So I used to, sell my, artworks and things like that. And then I just unexpectedly I had an invitation from Britain, as a performing and visual artist because I actually work within educational sectors. But many people they don't know that. They always know me as okay, this guy performs at wedding parties, birthday parties and things like that. But no, I work within educational sector and so far so good. I have worked with nearly 600 private and community schools within the
wow.
UK. So anyway, um I was brought to England, to be working within educational sectors. So when I came over, I used to work with different theater houses, different centers, different schools, different organizations, and so yeah. That was what I was doing. And but as a very young, you know, dude from Nigeria, you know, I was brought to
Oh, network. I'm sure he will come back. Wow. You see, I want to bring something out of this. And I want young people to listen to this. If you're watching and you're a parent, try and share with your words, with your children. He said something. He said he wanted to study medicine or pharmacy. And his dad said, no, go for music and you will be blessed. And he got his father's blessing. Look at where he is today. Unfortunately, the video I uploaded is not showing, but I will upload it anyway on the channel. You can watch it separately. This guy has worked with the king, the queen of England, the late queen of England, the present king, mayors, and all sorts of people of high calibers because consistency, dedication, professionalism, and the prayer from the Father. In fact, that's more than anything else. He got the Father's blessing. And this is what we talk about us Africans. You know, we attach a lot of importance to that because that is who we are. We're different. That's who we are. We believe in that respect for your family, for your parents. And that's exactly what he says in the Bible as well. So it's not just about Africans. So once you get your father's blessing or your mother's blessing, you know that the road is clear. You know that whatever you lay your hands on. My mom used to say something in Yoruba. My mom would say, Titi Lola, muyi kofi soyi, cooking one alátakùn. That means the spider is never short of threads to weave, to create his web. So that means you will never be short of good things in life. And anytime things are not going as planned for me, because sometimes we go through that in life, don't we? I always remember what my mom would say, and I'll say, "Oh, so nothing bad will happen to me, and all this will pass away as well, and it will." While we wait for Ayan the first to come back, you can shoot your questions. Please type your questions on there so that he'll be able to respond to them as soon as he comes back. So, what's your favorite musical African musical instrument? What's your favorite one? For me, I love the bata, the gong. That's the talking drum. And I love the one that they call the alumole. I don't know, agbamole. That's the one. That's like I've forgotten his name in English. That's the one you beat from the top like that. I love those two. The agbamole. That's the one they use in the cherubim and seraphim churches. The agbamole one. That's popular one. Those are my favorite African music instruments. I don't know what yours is. Let's talk about it. Put it on the screen. We'll wait around for another five minutes. Hopefully, we'll have Mr. Culture back. Or let me even see if I can quickly call him and see what's going on with this network. Okay, I think he's back. Hello.
Hello, so sorry. It was a technical effort. Yeah,
I thought as much.
yeah.
I thought
So
as much.
anyway, as I was saying earlier, so so when I came to Manchester, so it was very,
Your
very
camera is
cool.
unstable.
Say that again.
Your camera is unstable. It's moving around.
All right, is it okay like this?
Yes.
Right. Okay. So, like I was saying, so when I came to Manchester, then it was very, very quiet there. So when you are
What year?
on
What
the,
year did you come into the UK?
the first time I came before I went back was in 1991,
Okay.
October 1991. So
Okay.
later I went back before I came back again. So then when in Manchester, when you are on the street for 1 hour, you can barely meet another black man, maybe two, if you are on the street for 1 or 2 hours. So it was that serious then. So I find it challenging. Hello, can you hear me?
I'm with you. I can still hear
Okay.
you.
So I find it challenging as a very young, guy who have just come from Nigeria. So what did I do? So I made sure that I relocated to London. And then when I relocated to London, it wasn't long after I relocated, I met you. So
Yeah.
anyway, I'm just trying because I know you might have a few questions to ask me, but I'm trying to summarize, you know, my journey. So
Okay.
anyway, so
So let
when I
let, let me let me come in there. So
okay,
you relocated to London.
yes,
So when you were in Manchester, what were you doing?
okay. When I was in Manchester, like I said to you, I was brought to the country as a performing and visual artist.
Artists.
So I used to work within educational sector,
Okay.
primary schools, secondary schools, colleges, theater houses, different organizations, different centers. So that was what I was doing. I was not even doing any live entertainment then because there wasn't any. There wasn't
So you
any.
only started in 94.
Yes. So now, so like I was saying, so I was working within educational sector. I mean, within educational sector. So I used to walk around schools and things like that in Cheshire, Yorkshire, Lancashire, many, many places like that.
Hmm. Okay, so how did you get into the entertainment, the Nigerian entertainment industry?
In London or before I came to London.
When was it? Did you start from Manchester or did you get to London before you
All
did?
right. So, do you know, as as a as a drummer, as a performing artist, I said earlier that this has originated from my great grandfather. So these
No,
are the
I
things
mean in the
passes me.
UK. I mean
Oh,
in
in
the
the
UK.
UK. All right.
Yes.
Okay. Right. So when I relocated to London, so I was like, what's going on here? At least there should be like one live band or two and things like. So anyway, I didn't meet anybody who was playing live band. When I relocated, so I started playing with the churches. Yeah, so
Okay.
so I used to like perform with different churches, but I was going to uh one celestial church, Edward Parish,
Mm-hmm.
and I used to play for them every Sunday, free of charge. I never used to charge them.
Mm-hmm.
However, so it became apparent that people really love the way I was, performing. So anytime other churches wanted to do their anniversary harvest, they used to come in that I should come and play at their harvest. Then I started charging £50 because what happened was I didn't have any job. That's what I was doing for a living.
Mm-hmm.
And not only that, when I when I at least knew when I used to perform, I used to perform with full energy, you know, with passion. So sometimes I used to break like two drums, two talking drums, the smaller ones. So or three. So and then to fix one face is 20 pounds. Hmm?
Mm.
So I used to think that even if I don't get paid for my service, in case I break the drum, so let me put one contingency plan in place. So that was why I used to charge them like 50 pounds. So in case I break one or two of my joints, at least I'll be able to fix them. So anyway, eventually I met um libido one guy who
Ibrahim
appreciate
Ishola.
yes. So like and we started performing together. So later I used to play with Kide Code as well. So and I'm the one who played on Jide Code's album. Pasero me,
Brown
Olólùfẹ́
Sugar.
mi ni. Yeah?
Brown Sugar.
No, 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 no. The first one we did was Festival of Love.
Oh, okay.
Pasero mi, olólùfẹ́ mi ni. Pasero mi súnmọ́ bí kò fà mí mọ́ra. Ojú
Hey.
mi papọ̀ jù fà mí mọ́ra. So I was the one that played on it. And then I played on Brown Sugar as well. So and that was how um I started everything. So I'm highly delighted that I am the one that initiated many things that people some guys are really enjoying today in terms of like you know when you charge a musician or charge purchase or something like that for your service. I was the one that initiated it because most I mean the two bands then they didn't want to really pay uh talking drummer or any instrumentalist. But I made it happen because there was a day that I called one of them out. We should stop, you know, working together because the work was not really beneficial to me. So and then the man asked me why or why not? Why can't we work together? And I say, oh, this we are working together. We are this is not a business because this is to your own advantage. So anyway, we agreed that okay, I'll be charging 50 pounds again. You understand? So but later I increased it to 70 pounds, then from 70 pounds to 100 pounds, and and yeah,
And
so
so
that
on
was how
and
I
so
just started.
forth.
But someone like me, I'm very, 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 very determined and principled, as well as I always think ahead. So then I was the first or the only professional talking drummer in Europe, not in London, in Europe. Because
Hmm.
I used to travel to Belgium, Italy, Austria, Netherlands, Germany, France, many. So I never met any professional talking drummer. So I was the first talking drummer, professional talking drummer in Europe. But then I said to
In the
myself,
90s.
sorry,
In the From the 90s.
yes. So early 90s. So, but then I said to myself, "Yeah, there'll come a time when we will have more than 100 professional talking drummers in London. When that happens, what do I expect myself to be doing? Do I want to be their rival or not? So, and the answer was no. So what did I do? I went back to what I was doing in Manchester, working within educational sector, working with different libraries, working with different theater houses and different centers. And I used to work, I started working with different boroughs, councils on Art of Africa. So I used to approach many, councils that, yeah, I mean, performing and visual artists, you know, let's make something happen. I can do this, I can do that. So that was how I started. So and when as time goes on, I met. uh, B Adekweba, Joyful Noise.
Okay.
So and then we started working together. So and I was doing I was having the different concerts at Queen Elizabeth Hall, Royal Albert Hall, Royal Festival Hall. So to have formed a band, a cultural band. So with dancers and things like that. So we used to play like traditional epic music. So and people used to love it. So, and so let me leave the rest to you to ask me any question.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So, when did you decide to create your own organization, your
Brand.
own
Yeah.
brand?
My own brand. Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Like I said to you, I'm someone that even as I'm speaking with you now, I've been thinking of what I'll be doing in the next 5 years or 10 years time. So that's me. Because I believe that if you do not think ahead, if you do not put contingency plan in place, if you do not think ahead, like you think about your future, you just be stagnant.
You will be, yeah.
So now there was a particular day I went to work with one of legends in the field of art. So I don't know if I should mention his name, but I don't want to mention
Yes,
his name.
you
Anyway,
can.
so Derby outside London. Now, when we finished the show, the man gave me £50.
Ah,
Yes. So, and I said to myself, and I said, why am I here? This man brought me here. What what was the special thing that he did that I cannot do? And something said to me that no. And it's like when you are hearing, you know, a
voices.
voice, you understand? And that voice told me that no, from today on, your ambition remains, but as from today, you are no more a follower. You are going to become a leader. And that was
Hmm.
how I started, you know, forming my own, band and things like that, you and then I had so many artists working with me when I go to school, because we do a lot of things, we offer a lot of services, music and dance, storytelling slash drama, African contemporary artwork, cookery, hair, hair plaiting. So I have different ladies, different men, working with me there. So yeah, so that was how I just like, okay,
Congratulations.
no more
That's
working for
fantastic.
anyone, you know.
I remember, thank you. I remember that when we launched Podium International Magazine in 2008, you had your son
2008.
and your daughter.
You mean 2008?
Yes,
Yes.
you had your son and your daughter.
That was my son. And that was my those are my like my two daughters. My two daughters came to
Yes,
your event. Yes,
your daughters came.
yeah. Because I used to carry them on board as well. I used to train them. We used to perform together.
How old are they now?
All right. My first daughter is now 28, going to
Wow.
29. Yeah, yeah. So she's 28 in November. Yeah. So she turned
Does she still
28.
get involved in
Yeah, that's my first
your
one. And
brand?
the second one is 26 years old now.
Wow. To God be the
He's
glory.
a big boy now. I still
Do
have
they
him.
still beat the drum?
Where? What
Hmm.
can I say? Their mom actually stopped them. So it's, I'm not bringing their mom down, but that was what she did. So because I tried my hardest to, yeah. So, but I'm trying to bring my son back to it. because despite the fact that the mom stopped the girl from, performing with me, so the boy was still performing with me, and until 2013, when he went to Coventry University.
University.
So that was one, you know, stopped him. But I'm trying to bring him back because this guy, has got a platform to build on because he
Mm-hmm.
has met his, Majesty King Charles III when he was praying. So, and then he has appeared on different TV channels, including BBC. You understand? And there's a particular there's a particular channel where they used to do weddings. They used to showcase weddings and things like that. So he has appeared on that as well. He has appeared on Sky, news. So I'm trying to like bring him back to it. So hopefully, but my little one, because I've got little boys now, so they are up for it. Even um 2 weeks ago, we went to perform for His Excellency Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu.
So, yeah, I remember.
Yes. So I'm trying to like kind of groom them and yes.
Oh, fantastic. Because that takes me to the question Sheyo Yewande said. Um, my question is, what are the plans for the younger ones who are interested in playing those African instruments, as it's very important to prevent our cultural heritage from going into extinction?
Okay, that's a very very good question. Apart from what I do within the educational sector, and apart from performing at different occasions and things like that, I have what we can call HUB.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I call it Ayan the First School of Art and Culture. So I train younger ones how to play talking drum, how to speak Yoruba language, and I tell them stories and we dramatize it. So
Okay.
that's what I do, for the younger ones. And I find my best possible to appeal to our parents that to please let us impact our children with our culture because in the olden days people are thinking that uh, my son will never become a drummer. Even I, you can agree with me that when you and I were growing, when we are young, if any parents hear that his son is playing football, he will beat the hell out of that boy.
I
So
know.
God will no longer, you understand? But now many parents want their children to be
They're even
playing
praying
football.
for their children to play football.
So the same thing, if you
So if
if
any
you
parents
tell
hear that
their
that their daughter is dancing or something like that, they will beat her mercilessly. Eh? And that daughter. So anyway, so I'm appealing to any parents who is interested, to impart their children, with culture. Please contact.
They get in
Uh,
touch with you.
Please, yeah. Even if they get in touch with you, my sister, you will surely pass them on to me. Yeah. And now I've even decided to be doing it free of charge now.
I think you have to. I think you have to.
Yeah. Let me
Um.
come up with. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Uh-huh. So now, so I'm appealing to all our uh, parents. So please, education is very good.
Do you have a
Fine.
website?
I do.
Can you
I
give
do have
me
a
the
website. Okay. African with N. African Cultural Showcase.com.
is that where they can go for the training as well?
If they get in touch with me on that end, then we can organize it.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
And then my own personal website is in progress. It's already been built, but I just want to upload you know more photos and things on it, and it's ion the first.com. Ion the first with de.com. Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, so that's just it. Because it is only way of preserving our culture. Because you and I always say this to people, you and I, we are the last hope
Hmm.
for our culture to be sustained. If we do not try our best to sustain the culture, let's,
It's gone.
let's forget about it. Yeah.
Gen, Some of Gen Z, they are not interested. It's
Well,
only
we just
parents.
have, it's only what?
I said most of the Gen Zs and beyond and below, they're not interested.
Yes.
But some of
Right.
them, that's why the few ones who are showing interest, they stand out. I
Yes.
know one girl,
So,
I know one lady in Nigeria.
yes.
Her name is we call her Ayan the Gold, but her name is Ayan the Wura.
Okay.
Ayan the Wura. She's fully booked till next year,
Yes.
booked all the
And,
way to next year. We
and
must,
can you imagine on that note, when I was growing up, talking drum was forbidden for the girls.
mm,
Because, yeah, no any girl was playing talking drum then. Because they believe that, number one, maybe in light of I don't know, maybe lack of on this exposure or something like that. They believe that talking drum consume too much energy, and the ladies,
don't
they
have
cannot
the energy.
bear the energy. And also, I don't want to say this superstition, but it's okay. I've just kind of, you know, perambulate around it a tiny bit. So they used to say that if a lady is playing talking drum, that it it will affect her, personally, whatever.
Okay,
And
okay.
it was a taboo. Not until recent when all these younger, girls started playing talking drum.
Ara, the talking drummer, changed
Yeah,
the
yeah,
game. She's the game changer.
yeah.
She changed the
So,
game.
and this is we need to wake up from our slumber, because all this wrong mentality. A lot of okay, when I started promoting culture in this country, a lot of people were looking at me like crowds, like someone that is not educated. And they didn't know I was a university graduate before I came to this country. However, I try to prove them wrong. Even if you don't know that I went to university, then I went back to university here
Again.
again for my second degree, and I said, okay, the journey continues, because I want to prove to them that okay, it's not only illiterate people that play talking drum or promote our culture. And I don't know if you have any question with regards to achievement in this country. No any talking drummer has ever achieved that much.
Hmm.
So
I,
that is
I was coming to your awards and your achievements in this country, your
yes,
recognition. I just want to find out. I have seen you with the Queen. I have seen you with the Prince when he was with the King when he was a prince. I've also seen you now with the king. I've seen you with governors and all. How did that? How did you? When did you start? When was the first time you played for the royal family of this country?
Okay, yeah, it didn't actually start from there. It started from me performing at London Underground Station.
Oh,
Because yeah, because there was a day I was completely out of pocket. Remember, I relocated from um Manchester to
Manchester,
London.
London.
And when I came to London, it was very, very challenging because there wasn't any live band for me to be performing with. So I've never worked for anybody in my life.
Hmm.
So it was very, very challenging. Then I heard a voice that do not forget what your dad told you. Your father told you
As
when he
long as
gave
you
his
have the
drum,
drum.
the drum you will never lack. Then I went to a Clapper North station. Then I started busking. Hmm? I started busking, and people with my kembe, and danshiki with abetiaja, people were loving it. They were giving me money. I was so happy because before I left Woolwich on that day, no, Plumstead. I used to live in Plumstead. I had £1 70 pence on me.
Wow.
And then yeah, it was 50 pence, for for a drop. Like if you take a bus from any place to
Yeah.
another
50.
place, so it was
Yeah.
50 pence. Anyway, so by the time I got to Clapham Love Station, I was left with 70 pence. So I
Yeah.
went there. I was busking. People were giving me some money. I was so happy. And this guy, the security, you know, just came and stopped me from performing. Say, "Oh, stop! You're just making a hell of noise. Go on, you're not allowed to be making this kind of noise." Man, okay. I was like, "Am I making any noise than the other Oyibo people playing their guitar with amplifier?" Me, I was playing acoustically, no any amplifier. Anyway, when you're not standing firmly, uh, when you're standing on one leg like this, yeah.
In this
So
country.
you have to be careful. So I left Clapper North
Okay.
Station. However, my dear sister, I only made £12
Hmm.
before he drove me out of the station, and I said to myself, "This is not enough for me." So I went to Balance Station and I continued basketball. So yeah, it is a very funny story.
Oh God.
However, before I left Clapham North Station, I prayed to Almighty God, and I said, Almighty God, as I've been driven out of this station, please, in your own infinity mercy, please promote me so that I'll be able to perform at bigger places and for
Amen. And it
bigger
came to
people.
pass.
And it came to pass. Following that, I was invited for Harriet Harman at Labour Party campaign. I went to perform for her. Following that, the first Virgin Atlantic flight from London Heathrow to Nigeria, Lagos, Muritala Airport, I was invited to perform for Sir Richard Branson.
Wow.
So I was the first one to enter that aircraft. Um, Sir Richard Branson was dancing. So and then we went inside the aircraft. So and then we took the other exit out, and all the first passengers they came through there. So after Sir Richard Branson's performance, there came um Golden Jubilee celebration.
Hmm.
Late Majesty, the Queen. So when she was 50 years on the throne,
on
So,
the throne.
and that was when that was when I went to perform, for her. May her soul rest in perfect peace. So,
Amen.
for her and the entire, royal family. And then it didn't stop there. I performed for different, caliber of, big people, Lord Manderson, Jeremy Corbyn, Madonna. I performed for Madonna.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I did. I did. Yeah, 2018. I performed for Madonna.
I
So,
didn't know
and I
that.
even got her. Yeah, I even got her to play music. That to play an instrument. So it didn't stop there. One thing is, since you have known me, you know me as someone that is very, very passionate about what I do. So even if you invite me to come and perform for you free of charge, you don't pay me. I will do everything like you pay me £1 million.
I can testify to that.
So now, so that is how people are just like kind of, showcasing me, you know, branding me to people that this guy will, will make your event, to be much more, interesting and joyful. And so I get a lot of bookings through, words of mouth. So,
Mm.
and
Because
then, so yeah, it didn't stop there. Like, so I performed for so many big people that I cannot even, you know, mention their names now. And
mm,
even for the VIP people from Nigeria, I performed for our former president Abubakar. I performed for our former president Obasanjo, um, former Senate President Bukola Saraki, so many of them that I performed for. And then, so, all right, in 2011, so I got a call to come and perform for His Majesty King Charles III, but it was Prince then at St. James's Palace. And then I went there with my son. So when he was coming from Clarence House to St. James's Palace. So we were playing. So we were expecting, him to dance to it. So, but he didn't know. So he was just walking, and I told him, I said, please, we are performing for you. Please walk slowly. Anyway, so he said, okay, I'm sorry. Very, very, very
wow,
lovely and
wow,
accommodating person. Ah, may, 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 may he live much longer for us. May he
amen,
reign, much longer for us. No.
amen.
It's Imperial King Charles. No. I drop my heart for him. He is such a very, very warm-hearted, accommodating person, and
Wow,
someone that makes you feel important. He doesn't look down on you. He embraces you. Anyway, so when opened the double door, they opened the double doors, and I thought of, oh, what can I, do for His Majestic, King Charles the Third, as within my capability. And I was okay. I was going to give him an opportunity to play my drum, and he did, and he enjoyed
oh,
it.
so you gave it to me. I saw that picture.
Yes. And the following year, I went to perform for him again, and Princess Camilla at in Croydon. So they both enjoyed it again. Before I was invited to perform for him in January when he became,
The
king.
king.
And then he gave me a rare
Mm,
recognition, because as he was coming, he came out of his car, he was just about to go, to have a chat with everybody according to protocol. But he
mm,
cited me and he came to me. No. Honestly, I respect him so much. Our king is no is so warm-hearted, and he said to me, "I know you. We have met a few times. And I think, Your Majesty, we met, in Croydon, we met at St. James's Palace. So yeah, so that so you thank God, you
The
thank God.
Bible says, the Bible says a man that is diligent in his ways will not stand before mere men, he will stand before kings.
Exactly.
And that's what's happening to you. Your commitment, your dedication, your consistency has it's
Mhm.
paid off. Let's quickly, because you're going to perform for me tonight too. You're going to perform for us. Me too,
Okay.
I'm a queen.
Yeah, you're cool. Yeah, you're cool. You're cool.
Me
Yeah,
too, me
you're
too, I'm
cool.
a queen.
Podium.
And because you are my
That's right.
brother, and because you performed for me in 2004 and also 2008.
Hey,
No,
and
1994. Sorry,
yeah, 94. Yeah.
1994. Then
Mm-hmm.
2008. Wow. And
Mm-hmm.
we're still here today again.
And I performed, for you online, as your birthday two or
Yes,
3 years ago.
50th birthday
Remember,
2 years
I
ago.
bring
Oh,
it. I bring it. I brought a
and
drum.
you're
So,
a fantastic person. You are a brother that I really, really appreciate because you're just
thank you,
a
my
very
sister.
down to earth person, and you know what you're doing, and you know where
Thank
you're
you so
going.
much.
You're a focused man, and I can
That's right.
see a lot of similarities because I'm this person that I'm looking at my 10 years time from today. I'm looking
Hello.
at my 5 years time from today. I'm
That's right.
thinking, so what's next? And that's who you are. And I'm very happy that you're here today. So, oh yeah, before we go into that, we want to talk about, okay, let's do the drum. Let's do the drums. Oh yeah. For the Podium family. The Podium family wants to hear, we want to dance to your to the wow. Look at the size of that. Yeah. Wow. Thank
Yes.
you. That's a live performance from Ayan the First, the number one celebrity talking drummer in Europe. The
Thank you
number
so much.
one celebrity talking drummer in Europe, Ayan the First. Thank you
Mr.
very much.
Culture.
We have one more
Yeah.
question. I want you to talk about your annual events.
Okay. Yeah.
You
Okay.
have a
Like
cultural
I,
event.
that's why. Like I said to you, I'm someone that I always think about what the future will bring. So, having performed for so many celebrities, VIPs, normal people, I just said to myself, is this a legacy? Would this give you a legacy? Because if a client views your service today, he or she might never come back to you again. He or she might come back, but will that give you a legacy?
Hmm.
Then I said, okay, no. Okay, what can I do? Okay, thinking about or taking so many Africans into consideration, or thinking about how many of millions of Africans we have in Great Britain. So I said to myself, what can I do to bring us together? At least for us to have a meeting point, yearly, for us to mingle, socialize, and network together. And that was what gave birth to my uh, cultural night. So, number one, to give me a legacy, because that is what, when people talk about the event, definitely they will mention my name. That's a legacy, isn't it? All right.
Yes.
So also there we have there are more than enough division amongst Africans. Why can't we just come together as a people to showcase our culture in a very in a corporate way? Because what I've done was, um my cultural annual event is indoor. Yeah, it's a corporate normal gala dinner. But the only difference is you are going to come on your, I mean, a traditional outfit, African elegance, showcase your own, showcase your own culture. I'll showcase my, someone else's, will showcase our own or his own. So that's what African Cultural Gala Night is all about. It's for you and I, as Africans, and then friends of Africa as well, because we have diverse audience. Anytime I did it, the one we just delivered on the 6th of October, we had over 360 people in attendance.
Mm.
So it's a big event, and we had diplomats, we have eminent personalities, politicians, and so many big people. So
Fantastic.
entrepreneurs, medical doctors. We have different people, different mayors, in attendance, and that's just
Fantastic.
what.
Well
So
done.
we are still
We are,
building, but
thank you
we'll
so
get
much.
there.
So much for yourself.
Thank
We're
you
running
so
out
much.
of time, but quickly, can you mention some of the awards that you've received and recognition? Just mention a
Wow.
few.
Ah, all right. Well, I've got so many because I've got over
The biggest
50.
ones, the important ones, the memorable ones, the one that comes to mind immediately.
All right. Okay. So um from African Film Awards, formerly known as Afro Hollywood Awards Night.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Gathering of Africa Best Gab Awards.
Awards.
Yes. Then I was decorated with an British historical medal to become a free man in City of London. What that means is, anytime I wear my medal, so I can attend any event in the City of London.
Wow.
Yeah, so because it was given to me by they call them livery companies. So they are the first set of people that settled in
In
City
London.
of London before it expanded. So
Hmm.
I got the, yes. So yeah, I've got so many. I'm just trying to be careful so that anybody watching this will say, why didn't you just, mention my award and things
I
like
was
that?
even
But
going to say, what about Podium Recognition Awards?
have you recognized me, though?
You didn't
No, you
attend.
haven't.
You didn't attend. 2016.
Maybe I was not around.
You were not around. That's what I'm saying. We invited you, but you were not around in
So yeah,
2016.
okay. So that means it's pending.
It's still pending. Your plaque is
All
with
right.
me.
Okay. All right. All right. Podium International Awards. Thank you so much. God bless you. Much, much more. Yes. Yes.
Thank
Yes.
you.
So,
Thank you so,
yeah.
so much. I'm actually looking
No
forward. I
worries.
know we have some projects that we're working together on,
That's
and
right. Yeah.
I can't wait. I can't wait to work with you. It's going to really be a great honor to work alongside you on those projects. You know, I'm very passionate about showcasing the
Exactly.
culture, the African culture.
Yes.
From the first time I
That's right.
met you, that's what attracted you to me. Like, this is my big brother. This is somebody who is doing
Thank
something.
God.
And because Omolorin Lemino, I'm the
Yes.
child
Yes.
of a musician, so I
This
always
is,
appreciate good music. So, is
That's
there
why.
anything you would like to say to your fans before we call it a day today?
I just want to thank all you, my fans, my supporters, so my fans, everybody. May Almighty God bless you. I really
Amen.
appreciate your support because without you, there's no Mr. Culture. So I really appreciate all my fans, especially someone like you, because I met you when I was like kind of okay, just playing randomly.
You just yeah, when you
Then
were new. Yeah.
exactly. So, and then the support that you and others were giving me, then you guys, you didn't know, but I knew it. Because that
Mm.
kept me going until we get to where we are today.
Where we
So
are
thank you
today.
so much, and
Lord.
thanks to everybody. And before
Thank
I go, please, I just want to kind of appeal to everybody that the way people took our culture in terms of drumming, dancing, singing, to be then, things has changed.
mm.
Things has changed completely. I tell everybody that, this culture is prospective now. It's
Yeah.
very, very prospective, you know. So, my certificate is not putting food on my table. It's only this drumming and singing.
Mm.
You understand? So, and
Can you
then, so I'm listening. So that's just
can you
it.
hear me?
Well, yeah, I can hear you. So all our children, we want them to go to university. Even
Uh,
many, I have many friends that their children refuse to go to university. They went for apprenticeship. And between you and I, those
yes.
who always go
Because
for
because they're
apprenticeship,
going directly to what they want to do.
but
Because they're going directly for what they want to do in this country.
that is exactly what is happening in Nigeria now. After all these girls and boys have wasted their 7 years in university, they now come back. The ladies will go and study how to do makeup, how to sew, dresses. And when I was in secondary school, you can remember that it was only school start dropouts or school start failure.
That does all those things. They used to threaten us. My mom would threaten me.
So,
They are
so now
while kosoing. I will
you
not
see.
send it to you again. You go and learn how to make clothes. Today now, it's part of the businesses that I'm doing. By the way, guys,
So So
this
culture has become it's money. It's money. Let your children, especially if you are interested, if your son is interested in learning piano, let him or her learn how to play talking drum. Because we
mm,
have thousands of keyboard players or guitar players on YouTube. How many talking drummers do we have on YouTube? Very, very, area. So that's just my piece of advice. And you can get in touch with Coach Tag, Coin
let me
Podium.
put your
You know,
your website is on online again on the screen again.
okay.
So guys, if you
Thank
want
you,
to reach
team.
out to Mr. Culture, here is his website www.africanculturalshowcase.com. africanculturalshowcase.com. His other website is going to come on, and when it comes on, trust me, you will find it in Podium International newspaper or Podium magazine. You'll find
Yeah,
it there.
it's www.ayondefirst.com. You
I am the
know,
first, yeah. So that
dot
one is
com.
very, very easy. And the
Yeah,
first is DE, Ion,
DE.
DE
Yeah,
first dot
yes,
com.
dot com.
So
Yes.
if you want your children to start learning, you mentioned something the other time. You said you're doing some of it for free.
Yes, I'm willing to do it free of charge for our children. Even at our next cultural night, if you want your child, your children to be part of cultural night, I will give them free ticket to attend.
Wow, wow,
This year we have two youth as our speakers. So next year we want to have many more.
okay.
Yes,
That's I will note. Thank you. The event is in October, right?
4th of October. Fourth,
4th of October.
yes, fourth. As in number four. Number four
Okay,
next
fourth
year.
of October.
Mm,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
So it's on
Okay, yeah,
Friday,
I think
first
I will
Friday
send his
of
number to
October.
you. So
Sorry?
thank you very much. No, someone's asking for your number. I said I will send it to her. I know
Okay,
her.
okay.
I
Yeah,
I don't want to
okay.
put it on the screen. Or you don't, or you want it on the screen?
Please put it there. Yeah, please.
Okay. What's your number?
I'm
Call it for me. Call it
zero
for me.
seven nine 07956
Yeah.
48
Yes.
2148.
Yeah.
07956 48 21 48.
Yeah. I've posted it. So if you want to
Thank
get in touch with Ayan the first,
you.
please get in touch with him via his number or his website.
That's right.
Anything you want, anything at all that you want. He said he's willing to train your children for free. He
Hmm?
said if your children wants to be part of the
Cultural night
cultural night
2024. Yeah,
2024,
mm,
4th of October 2024, that they can
yeah,
come, they can attend for free. You'll find all the
that's
details
right.
in Podium News Weekly. Do you guys even read Podium News Weekly? Do you read Podium News Weekly? If you don't read Podium News Weekly yet, if you're not reading it yet, on your WhatsApp channels, go to your WhatsApp and follow us on the channel. Find Podium News. You'll find it on there. Just follow us, Podium News, Podium News channel. We will post the link there every week. We come out every Saturday. Everything you want to know about happenings back home in Africa, not just Nigeria, happening back home in Africa. And for the
Yeah,
people in Nigeria,
yeah.
what they want to know about Nigerians and Africans in diaspora, we cover that too. So we're the bridge
Mhm.
between home
Yeah,
and away.
exactly.
So that's
Yeah.
what we cover everything between home and away. So thank you, everyone. By the way, have you watched episode 5 of Lucky in Lagos? Have you seen episode 5 of Lucky in Lagos? Very soon, you better watch out. You will see, you will find Ayan the first in our next season. You will find him because Lucky in Lagos is doing something with Mr. Culture very soon. Very, very
Like
soon.
God's grace. Like
Yes,
God's grace.
the Lagos Culture
Mhm.
together with Mr. Culture. So look out. If you haven't, let's sit back and check out what happened this week in Lucky in
Mm.
Lagos. 1 second. We'll be right back.
Hello,
Hi.
what's your name? Your name, I saw you over there, you was looking kind of pretty, so I thought, let me just slide in.
Thank you. My name is Angel.
Angel,
Yeah.
I'm lucky.
Okay.
Yeah, so, are you hungry?
No.
Can I get some pepper soup with some chicken on the side? Yeah, can I get some extra sauce with that? Yeah, and a cold, nice beverage. So, what do you want?
I'm fine.
Let's make that 2. She says she's hungry.
I'm not hungry, please.
Well, you're not hungry?
I'm not.
I got a lot of money. Like money.
So?
What's your account number?
Read it.
Give me your account number, babe. Stop playing with me.
Serious?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Come close, please.
Here. That's wrong.
Access bank.
Yeah.
Check your phone. Waiter, where's my food? You saw that?
Yeah.
20K, yeah?
Okay.
That's just for your Uber, man. Just a little something to keep you, ginger.
Okay.
By the way, are you a photographer?
No.
Because I can picture us together, No cap.
Thanks for the money.
Come here, man.
Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done.
So
Well done. Well done.
that's your boy Mickey.
Wow.
Yeah, that's him.
Wow.
That's Mickey.
Oh my God. God bless him. God bless him.
Amen. Amen. So anyone who hasn't seen episode 5 of Lucky in Lagos, head out to Podium Cinema on YouTube and watch. You can catch up with all the other episodes as well. And if also you just want to check it, follow us on WhatsApp. We also have a channel for Lucky in Lagos. Maybe you don't want to go and be searching for YouTube. Just follow us. Just follow our channel in WhatsApp, and all the episodes are there. We drop them there every week. So, Mr. Culture, thank you very much for spending the evening with us. We appreciate your time. We appreciate all you do. We appreciate all you do for Yoruba land. We all appreciate how you put us on the pedestal, how you put us on the global platform, how you take our culture everywhere. Because no matter, I know that you're not limited, your audience are not limited to Yoruba people, but the culture that you are showcasing, the talking drum, is the Yoruba culture that you are putting out there.
That's right.
Yoruba people need to be appreciative of you. We need to appreciate you. We need to thank you. Nobody's paying you to do that, but you have taken it upon yourself to put us out there, to sell us to kings, to queens, to celebrities, to all sorts of people all over the world. And God bless you.
Amen. Thank you so much.
If you don't understand, I can't help you. So guys, thank you very much. This is all we have time for today. I'll be back same place, same time next week. Next week we have a doctor, a female doctor with 2 doctorate degrees, one in Nigeria, one in America. Like when somebody says I'm a PhD holder and they have PhD in Nigeria and they also have PhD in America, kilo did now. Some of us are. My friend is still pushing me to go and do MBA. My friend Oriyomi, every time she's always, because she got first class in she did MSc, in IT. She did MSc and she came with first class in masters in her master's degree program. And she said, "Yeah, go and do your MBA now. Go and do your MBA." I said, "First degree, not to." I said, and somebody now go and collects PhD in Nigeria, PhD in the United States. So that's who we're bringing. That's who we're bringing, doctor, to the podium next week. A woman of timber and caliber. Like we have a solid man here today. Very proud to showcase the African culture to the rest of the world. So we'll come back your way next week. We say thank you very much. Thank you, Ayan the First. Thank you, our guests. Thank you, our viewers. Yalaje, thank you. MB, thank you. Dotun, Rashid, I can see all of you. Thank you. Ogungbile, Dotun, thank you. Oyewande, Sheyi, thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Antufumi. Antufumi Christy, God bless you. So this is all we have time for today. Thank you, Mr. Culture. We love and we appreciate you. May God bless you.
The Podium. The Podium showcases the beauty of this nation in a way to correct the ideas people have, ranging from arts and craft, culture and tourism, fashion, oil, agriculture, events, and many more. The Podium is a must-watch. It is entertaining, expository, informative, educative, and interactive. The Podium.
Redefining